In national news, the U.S. ban on TikTok has been postponed after its parent company ByteDance received an extension to sell the app's U.S. assets. Failure to sell those U.S. assets could be detrimental to small business owners. Reporter Perla Cortez is in San Juan with the story.
Behind me is one of the many businesses that could be affected by the ban if ByteDance fails to sell TikTok's U.S. assets to the U.S. before the extension of 75 days is over. Popularized through TikTok, Michael's Burgers owner Andres Rayon worries not only for the fate of the app, but the fate of his business.
At the beginning, I did not know of TikTok's existence until my son was watching videos. Then I asked him how to download the app, and he helped me. I've learned a lot from that app, and it had a huge impact on my business. Because of that, I was able to get a lot of publicity for my business. If it was another way, I would not have the proper funding to pay advertisers or a company to give me that publicity. For me, that platform is important.
The ongoing conflict of banning TikTok started in 2020 when President Trump issued an executive order for Congress to ban the app due to an alleged exposure of data and privacy of Americans to the Chinese government. After the order, TikTok sued Trump's administration, claiming there was not enough evidence the app sends private data to China. At the end of 2022, the FBI spread national security concerns and claimed TikTok could manipulate the algorithm of how content was being shown. In 2023, the CEO of TikTok went to court to defend the company and the app to prove it was not an aid to the Chinese government, even though the app is under ByteDance, which is a corporation based in China. In 2024, the House of Representatives passed a bill and then was signed as a law by former President Joe Biden, which pushed TikTok to sell its U.S.-based assets. If not, it would get banned. TikTok then sued the U.S. government, alleging the law was unconstitutional. This year, users of the app got a notification on January 18 stating the app was no longer in service because of the U.S. law. In less than 24 hours, the app returned after Trump reached out to Congress to delay the ban for a political solution. Trump then pushed to have TikTok decide for the next 75 days to sell itself to a U.S.-based company or face an official ban after taking office. Political science lecturer 3 Bryant Sculo says TikTok is not involved with the Chinese government, and the U.S. misunderstood China and how they can control the algorithm because of the amount of regulatory power which forces companies under a country to either pay fines or to change their policies.
Which, just to be clear, TikTok, ByteDance, Meta, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, all the other platforms, social media, they all basically collect data in the same way. And they use it for the same thing, which is for advertising and selling data to other companies to help them develop their own marketing strategies. There's no evidence that I have seen, and no evidence that the U.S. government or any representative in Congress has shown to the public of anything unique that TikTok does that other U.S.-based social media companies don't also do.
Skoulos explains that having TikTok banned than unbanned is due to inconsistencies from each presidency term, and because Congress gives more power to the executive branch depending on cases. He also says that although former President Biden did not enforce the TikTok ban law, it is written that punishments would be given if it did not ban before selling itself.
Penalties for, say, the Google Play Store, the Apple Store, if they kept TikTok in there available for download after the deadline, they could have been subjected to thousands of dollars in fines for every download. Donald Trump has said, we'll give you 75 days. And no one will, so like Google, Apple, there will be no fines issued as well. So that's why TikTok came back online so quickly. TikTok says, you know what? We know there's this law and we could be punished if we don't take ourselves down. And that punishment could be a lot worse because now you're in violation of federal law.
UTRGV students voiced their opinions if TikTok should get banned. Both opposed of the action, saying it can impact jobs and the space of many to post on the app.
It's a lot of people's safe space because they can be creative, they can be themselves, and I think it's a useful output for a lot of people. And it is just a job for some people to get by. So for it to be banned, it is putting a lot of hardship on people in the U.S.
It could be a major cybersecurity threat, mostly because it is owned by a foreign country. So I do understand why America does want to put a pause to that. But I mean, I feel like they could just work together mostly just to figure out a solution for that.
For updates in regard to the future of TikTok, visit our website at utrgv.com for more information. For KVQ TV in Edinburgh, Perla Cortez.